Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of the Craft Beer and MMA Show. My name's Austin. I'm joined by my good friend
Jimmy.
Jimmy, how's it going, man?
What's up, Austin? How are you?
I'm good, man. Excited to do this.
Yeah, I'm ready to drink beer.
Me too.
All right.
So, if you love beer and you love MMA, you're in the right place. Because that's exactly what the show's about.
Who doesn't like fighting and beer?
Who doesn't love beer and fighting? They
Yeah,
go so
yeah.
well together. So we have a couple beers today to try. Every episode will be different. We have the Deschutes Black Butte Porter and Cocoa Chaos IPA, which is a coconut India Pale Ale.
Seriously, that's insane.
I know. We had to try it. Why not?
He found it.
All right, let's jump in.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we're going to start with this Cocoa Chaos IPA.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. You ready?
Let's get ripping. Hell,
all right, 1, 2, 3.
You don't have to copy me,
Nice,
bro.
nice coconutty off the bat.
I hope I pour it right. I'm no professional by any means, but I am professional drinker.
Drink responsibly if you're 21.
It's not a race. It's not a race, Austin, but if you want to pour it like that, that's your phone. I don't have to share that.
It's a terrible pour. Don't judge me.
Yeah, it's all right. This is not a fight. Look at that.
Oh, you got a perfect pour. I blame the glass. It's a different glass.
All right, so this is, like I said, it's not a competition, but I did win. Here we
All
go.
right, cheers, my man.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Coconut.
That's a damn good beer.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, little
It's that Coronado Brewing Company beer, huh?
Coronado Brewery. Shout out. This is delicious. It's very well balanced, kind of ending on the citrus note. Not too heavy, not too hoppy. Very sessionable.
Oh, totally, yeah. The six-pack's going to be gone by the night. I mean, we have another one, but it's... You mix it up a bit. But yeah, this is something you can session without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing and light. And,
so tell me about it.
It seems like Coronado has come with this unfiltered IPA. It's brewed with Mosaic and Southern Cross hops with a huge addition of toasted coconut for a lingering tropical flavor. That's what they say.
They're going to use that for the commercial. Right?
Oh, yeah. That'll bore everyone to death. And they'll grab a beer. So, yeah, that sounds pretty good. And,
it's delicious.
And it's one of 4. There's a 4-part series coming out with local artist K-Fish. And that explains this beautiful artwork here. You can just check that out. Yeah, man. So you got something cool to look at while you're drinking. Not too bad.
Yeah, the artwork on cans and bottles has really been incredible the last couple of years. They're really stepping it up.
They really have. They've brought the love of art and craft into their beers, and including their packaging as well. So it just seems that it's all coming full round.
Yeah,
so.
I mean it's a smart marketing move too, because we're craft beer lovers, and we've tried so many things, but we continue to try new things. And when you go into a liquor store or a beer place or something that just has walls and walls and shelves of different beer, you're gonna naturally be drawn to what grabs your attention first.
Yep.
And a can like this is super attention grabbing.
It just stands out. There's in the world of identity crisis where everyone's got the same clothing and the same car, you're gonna see this beer stick out.
In a post-apocalyptic world where all of the cans of beer are exactly the same, one beer stands out. All right, everyone. So today we're talking about the upcoming UFC
223.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this card, dude. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Everybody's been waiting for this fight.
This is one of the best cards in a long time that I can remember, and
Absolutely.
I can't remember anything.
Yeah, from the early prelims to the actual prelims to the main card, there are just firefights throughout this entire thing.
Each fight has a notable fighter. If you've been watching UFC in the last 10, 15 years, you're going to notice some names on this. There's a handful with a bunch of young bloods fighting them. So.
That headline, Tony Ferguson and Khabib, this fight was supposed to happen before, maybe even 2 times, but I'm pumped for this fight, man.
I just want to see Joanna get her
happening.
Fight. Joanna with her rematch. That's all I'm worried about.
Rose. Yeah, that's gonna be. This could go either way. Let's kind of go through this card, and kind of So starting on the early prelims here, a couple awesome fights off the bat. I mean, Beck Rawlings, Ashley Evans Smith.
I can't wait for that.
That's going to be a hell of a fight.
That's a great female fight, definitely.
Yeah, I've actually trained with Ashley Evans Smith. She's a hell of a fighter, and I'm a huge Beck Rawlings fan as well.
Oh, okay.
She's a hell of a boxer. Ashley Evans Smith's, she's a big, strong girl for that weight class. That's going to be a hell of a fight. And then Alex Caceres, Artem Lovov. We got Bruce Leroy versus Connor's boy Artem.
Leroy's just a spectacle to watch. It's just great.
Yeah,
Fun
he's a blast. Fun kicks. Artem's got so much power in those hands. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. Pumped. Who do you think's gonna win that?
Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Artem's solid, but he's one-dimensional. I think Leroy's
Bruce Leroy's got the power of the Lee.
Yeah, he's good.
He's got it.
This prelim.
He's got that pizzazz.
Yeah. This whole prelim card's awesome too. I mean, you want to run through every fight on here is fucking awesome.
The prelim. Oh, the Ray Borg. Oh man, yeah. I mean, Joe Lauzon and Evan Dunham, versus Olivier Alvin. That's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good fight too. Evan's a savvy vet. Olivier is coming from that couple win streak now. Did you ever watch that Canada versus Australia Ultimate Fighter?
I didn't catch that.
That's where he came up as runner up, but he was awesome on that. I think he lost to Chad Laprise. Awesome fighter too.
Oh yeah.
But that's gonna be a hell of a fight. And Evan Dunham is no joke. He's a savvy vet, just a grinder.
I mean, the other female fight too, the women's strawweight in the prelims, can be great. Carolina versus Felice.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know. Carolina's so good.
This is actually the most stacked female card with just.
I think
all
so.
Three of these fights,
from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. Ray Borg, coming off that fight from Mighty Mouse.
Oh yeah.
That highlight reel power slam into the armbar. That was wild.
Notable, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's forever going to be a highlight reel that will forever be remembered.
Mighty Mouse doesn't
mind,
I guess. He's got so many more reels. His reels way longer,
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
And then the main card, oh shit.
Oh my gosh, from top to bottom, dude. So we got Al Iaquinta, Paul Felder, the Irish Dragon.
Felder.
Yeah, Michael.
Self-trained, just kicks ass.
Yeah, he's out of Jersey.
He started self-training, didn't he? Yeah,
he's I believe he's
everyone starts out self-training
in New Jersey at with Frankie Edgar and a couple other awesome guys. Yeah, they have a hell of a camp. Eddie Alvarez is there too.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got everyone at his disposal to spar and to get on the mats with. He's got them there. It's just. This card is just insane. I mean, we got Anthony Pettis is on here too for a bonus little fight with
Pettis, Michael Chiesa.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. I mean, a nice little throw-in fight there. I don't know about Pettis, but I think he's still got some juice. But I don't know if he's gonna get that.
He's flashy and he's good. He's got good jiu-jitsu. Obviously, his striking and his kicks are his forte. But Chiesa is just strong, durable, and grinder, man.
Pettis right now is I think he's going to go for the home run, for the home runs. Maybe one of those jump off the fence things.
He's got to do something. He's got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Rose fighting Joanna.
That rematch.
That's going to be insane.
Do you think Rose was lucky the first time?
No, I don't think she was. I think she knew what she was doing.
She nailed it. Yeah, she saw those openings. She crushed it.
And it would be the same strategy for Joanna. For Joanna to just tear her down, just break her down. Down to detail of everything that Rose does.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's the only way. So it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a fight definitely for the ages. And
yeah, man, I don't know how Joanna's gonna come into this. She was so cocky and she was the boogie woman coming into that last fight. She was
just the cutest boogie woman you ever seen.
She's cute.
She's great.
Shout out to you, Joanna.
Great character.
Hey, Rose isn't that bad either.
No. I don't want to get punched in the nose by either of those women. No.
Yeah, I wonder if it humbled Joanna at all. I don't know how she's going to come into this. If she's going to be.
She got off that horse.
As aggressive.
I would assume that high horse got a little shorter after that fight. So
I hope she learned something from it.
A little more humble, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Tony and Khabib, man, this fight.
I mean, that's the main fight. Really, that's insane.
Anyway,
how many fights are on this freaking thing?
It's such a pick'em.
You could just scratch the main card and just have the prelim as the main card for any of these other days. These other fight cards that you're throwing out, and this one's just stacked. So finally, we're getting some substantial quality cards coming this our way. Hopefully they keep coming like this.
Can
All
you
right,
go
guys,
into that?
we're at the point where we have to switch beers. So here we go, and ready, and
Yep.
cheers. And gulp it down.
Are we doing this? I guess
we
we're
have no
doing
choice.
it. All right.
Oh, but they paid us. Some did.
You got paid?
All right.
All right, beer number 2.
Beer number 2.
We got Deschutes Black Butte Porter. Time for that dark beer. All right, shall we pour?
I'm a stout man, but this is a porter. Not the same, but is it similar? Porters are similar. Or, the next closest thing to a porter would probably be a stout.
Yeah.
More than an IPA or wine.
They're similar. They are different styles. But yeah, let's...
Well, I'm a fan of anything that includes coffee. So, coffee, chocolate, any of those little creaminess, something creamy, this is my kind of beer. So, here we go. Cheers.
All right.
Oh, we didn't even pour it yet.
Right.
So. Give it that little head at the end. Oh, dude, look at that. Oh, man. I know what I'm doing. Too
Cheers.
much.
Cheers to perfect head.
Oh. That might have been one of the best cheers I've ever heard.
All right, Jim. Well, this is good.
Really freaking tasty.
This is much darker than the cocoa IPA.
That was not very cocoa. Let's just say that they brew it with toasted coconut, so it's supposed to have that, that little
very
flavor.
subtle.
Yeah,
very subtle.
So,
it was still good, very drinkable. This is delicious. I don't think I could session this though.
No, I probably could. I'm a stout man. These are similar, in the way that they're made, but let's just say that this has enough chocolate and creaminess in it where I could just drink the whole 6.
Yeah, heavy coffee notes.
Yeah, you're done with that. No, I'm just... But Deschutes Brewery, you can't beat it. Everything they make is solid, and they don't just do one thing. They're just all around the place. And this thing is what the malt they brew it from pale, Caro Pale's chocolate, crystal, and wheat. And the hops they use 3 kinds: a Cascade, and the Bravo, and the Tetnag.
Yum.
Tastes pretty good to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it says, what did they say? Luscious creaminess. They're not wrong. You put a little head on there.
Luscious creaminess.
You can draw a little shape, a little heart on there, whatever your heart's desires, or your heart.
Froth art, like top of a coffee. Just put a little leaf in there. Carve your initials.
And get a nice mustache. Let's see. Let's do the mustache test, right?
All right, the mustache.
Try to get the biggest one you can.
Well, we should have done that at the beginning. I don't have any.
Yeah, you know what? I just drank a shit ton of beer. I got a little something, maybe. Little. But.
Well, damn it, this is a delicious beer.
I will say this. Yum.
Enough said.
That's all you got to say. Another great addition to the show. This episode was one of my favorites because we finished with a delicious creaminess and started with coconut. You can't beat out those flavors. We didn't have these beers back in the day, so let's just say we had Budweiser and lighter beers.
Beer's been getting better and better, and this was literally like dinner and dessert.
All right, guys, so we're back here, and we're just going to talk about what our picks are going to be for this week.
We're going to do a fun little bet for every fight card that we talk about. Yeah. It's fun for the winner. It's really fun for everyone because we're just having fun. Drinking beer and talking about MMA, what we love. So how could it go wrong? All right, so our picks are going to be a battle to the death. Who's going to win? $20.
Holy crap! $20! I had no idea. What a surprise!
So we're gonna go through every fight on the main card only.
Send me $20 Venmo.
Let us know your picks too. I'd love to hear what your opinions are, and we can see.
Yeah.
So starting with the first fight, we got Al Iaquinta versus Paul the Irish Dragon Felder.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm gonna let you start here. What's your opinion on this fight?
All right, yeah. I'll say Felder, of course. You can't love that guy. He just throws his heart into it and into the octagon. Like, there's no one else like this guy.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's a hell of a fighter, man. He has some stand-up wars. He's got, I think, 2 spinning back fist knockouts.
I mean, who doesn't like hearing the guy talk? I mean, it's just a cool, great, humble, voice to hear, and just hear his accent. Like, come on, this guy's he's just a stud in the octagon. Like, there's everything you like about this guy.
Yeah, he's a great commentator too.
Yeah.
And of course, we got Ally Quinta. No walk in the park here.
No, it's definitely not.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's on a 5-fight win streak. He just knocked out Diego Sanchez. I don't know, man. That's gonna be tough. Paul Felder, as fun as he is, I don't know.
It's gonna be a scrap.
I'm gonna be a contrarian here. You're picking Paul.
I'm going Paul, but I'm gonna say it's close no matter what.
I'm gonna pick Ally Quinta on this fight.
It's gonna be close no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I think we're both.
We'll see.
In the same ballpark. It's teetering. It's really close. I'm not really sure, but
that could go either way. I mean, literally every fight on this card could be fight of the night.
Any
single
fights,
one of these is going to be wild.
Any of these fights, it's amazing.
So let's keep going on the next one. So I think I know what your pick's going to be. I think we're on the same path here. But so Michael Chiesa and Anthony Pettis. What do you think? I'm picking Michael Chiesa here.
Chiesa.
Yeah, Pettis he's as we were saying, he's got great jiu-jitsu. His kicking game's awesome.
I mean, Chiesa sounds like queso, and I love cheese, so I'm gonna go with the winner right there. That's it.
There's no better reason to choose someone because their last name sounds like cheese.
It's just as much a shot of a dark at choosing this, not informed because we don't know what Pettis is gonna do. He's on and off. He's still got some juice left, but I don't know. It should be
got
fun.
Finishing power, but I'm just not sure he's gonna be able to finish Chiesa. Chiesa's a sturdy, tough
and Pettis is coming off an injury. Remember that he had that broken rib off this last fight versus Dustin Poirier in November.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything can go again with all these fights.
Yeah. So you
awesome.
Picking Chiesa in that fight?
Yeah, Chiesa.
Okay. Yeah, same here. Next we got Renato Moicano. I hope I pronounced that right.
I know those names just as much as you pronounce them.
And Calvin Kattar.
Oh, Kattar, I mean...
Kattar's good.
We've all seen a little bit of these guys,
are up and coming. I think Kattar's on like a 10-fight win streak or something crazy.
Damn.
Both of these guys are awesome.
I mean, there's good reason that they're on their main card with this...
Renato
this whole card is just stacked.
Is 11-1. He's coming off a loss to Brian Ortega, but that's okay because everyone loses to Brian Ortega right now.
Yeah.
Who has... Brian Ortega is on a freaking tear.
I lost to Brian Ortega.
Yeah.
And he just stared at... We just looked at each other, and I lost. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Jimmy got submitted from a stare in a TV.
All I asked for was a straw.
But he just beat Jeremy Stevens, which is a huge win because Jeremy Stevens is in a great position right now as well.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
My $20 says...
I'm going to say Renato. What do you think? Katar's no joke.
I'm going with Kattar. I mean,
with
that name, it sounds something like from G.I. Joe or something. Like, it sounds cool.
Sounds like the Kitar.
I'm kind of going with, exactly. The next coolest thing is the Kitar. Yeah, so we'll go with that. I mean, any of these fights, anything can happen. I mean, the next fight, Rose and Joanna. Oh, Joanna. I cannot get her name right.
Joanna, former champion.
But you know what? She can get her fighting right. I mean, just besides the last fight, I think she's still in it, definitely without a doubt. She's gonna bring it.
She's one of the most polished strikers in the entire UFC, next to maybe Stephen Thompson. But
she's a great personality.
She's awesome.
She's just hilarious.
The Boogie Woman. I love
can't
the Boogie
deny
Woman.
the Boogie Woman. Her
Boogie Woman and Thug Rose.
More like the Boogie Collector.
The Boogie Collector?
Yeah.
Who's Boogies?
I don't know. Don't wait for me. Yeah, I'm good.
So, we were saying earlier, Rose definitely saw that opportunity. That was not a lucky punch.
Let's just say that
Rose knocked her the hell out.
I would say Rose is identical to Joanna, but in the fact that she is just extremely focused and none of the personality, she doesn't let any of it bleed onto the octagon. You know what I mean? Like she is just always so focused, and that's what got her that last fight.
So stoic. I mean, their last
She's a statue, basically, when you see her.
Well, the last weigh-in was insane. Joanna's getting in there, the boogie woman's coming for you, and Rose is just standing there reciting the Lord's Prayer. Like, I don't know what's scarier.
Yeah, like Rose is over there like Joan of Arc and everything.
She's
and,
just,
like...
her eyes are glazed over. She's just ready to just walk in there and then flip that switch and just annihilate.
That fight's gonna be fun.
I don't know who's gonna win that. I'm
gonna go with Rose. I'm gonna go with Rose.
You're gonna go with Rose?
Rose. I'm going with Rose. She's got the focus.
Okay.
I'm focused on Rose. I love Joanna. I love Joanna.
Such a tough fight.
But I'm going with fact pick and not opinion this time. I want to win that $20 or you know, or at least pay my mom back that $20 I can borrow.
Yeah. Buy my mom a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
From Payless. Okay. This is so tough. I'm so torn here.
I don't know either.
We're gonna make it interesting. I'm going Joanna.
Holy crap! I would have never guessed. The other pick, besides one that I picked, yeah. So I'm going with Rose. We got Joanna, Joanna. We love you.
On it.
Either way, we don't know how to pronounce.
We're terrible on this fight.
Bad human beings.
Okay, and finally we come to the main event that has been over a year in the making. Everybody's been wanting this fight.
And speaking of kebabs, this is a skewer of a card for UFC. There's a skewer of great fights with fighters.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
And going from kebab, we've got Khabib to finish out this main card, and this is going to be great, guys, because Ferguson and Khabib.
Do you
that's
think
all you need to know.
Is he going to skewer right through Ferguson?
I hope not, because this is on pay-per-view. Well, actually, he can do it because this is privately viewed, so there's no reason that he can't display such action on TV. So I don't understand why not.
Both of these guys have looked insane. Khabib's coming off that utter domination.
Khabib's name is just cool. I mean, I'm going with just simplicity here, but no, I mean, he really is a great fighter. Both these guys.
He literally wrestled bears as a child in Russia. Did you see that video?
No, I didn't.
He's like, I'll show it to you afterwards. He's like 6 or 8 years old.
Wow.
They started in wrestling. They literally wrestle baby cubs, bears, in Russia. That's insane.
This guy knows what he's doing. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go with Khabib. I'm going with Khabib over Tony Ferguson. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, it's a close one, but Khabib's got that animal instinct. Come on, he grew up.
Literally. I think he is a bear. I think he's part bear.
He is a bear.
Yeah. He's undefeated too. I think he's 24-0 now.
Oh geez, let's just see that.
Ferguson's been on a crazy tear too. That's such a tough pick. I think Khabib's what, 24-0?
You know, it would be a sight to see if it came up. Yeah, he totally is a fighter. He's 25-0. There he is.
25-0.
Yeah, Khabib is 25-0, so it looks like that's the case.
Insane. But I think Khabib's on anyway. Not Khabib. I think Tony's on a huge win fight streak too. And he's had some crazy fights. I mean,
all right. Do you think Khabib's gonna take him down to the mat because that's what Khabib's known for?
Yes, but
like a bear.
Yeah, I think Khabib will absolutely be able to take him down. But Tony's one of the most ferocious on his back that I've ever seen.
He's got a 51% submission, and
40%
striking.
He works those bottom elbows
more than half of his work is on the mat.
That I've seen. So I think it would be very unfortunate.
Ground and pound and great conditioning.
He's great. Oh, his conditioning is ecstatic. I mean, Khabib looked great in that last fight, but Tony's gone 5 rounds many times before, and he still seems like he could do a marathon after that.
Tony Ferguson is legit.
I would hate for this fight to go to decision because it's interesting to see where it goes if Khabib's on top the whole time.
You know, my dark horse pick, Khabib, I mean, he's going up against Tony Ferguson.
I don't even think it's a dark horse, man. It's a pick-em.
But Tony Ferguson with 3 fight of the nights, 1 submission of the nights. He's got, 3 performance of the nights, 1 K. I mean,
Tony's
not to say much,
man.
but
he's a blast.
Hey,
his
both these
fight
guys.
With Kevin Lee was awesome.
Anything could
happen.
happen.
He got rocked in that fight, and he came back. He showed so much durability.
Just to say, this whole card, anything could happen with anybody, and it's just fun to see. When that's what these cards we've been waiting for just to show a little different, a little dexterity, and just showing us what the UFC has to offer besides the usual, just throwing on names. And they've mixed them all. They're bringing in the new fans with the older fans, and now they've all collided, the fighters. So now I'm a little bit more informed of the younger fighters, and he's a little more informed about whoever's coming back in this. So it's great. It's great for UFC to come back with these better cards, these curated, carefully curated. It's just great.
Absolutely.
That's all I care about.
So final pick. You choosing Khabib?
Khabib, Rose.
Okay, I'm gonna do
the opposite
Tony.
of both.
The opposite. Yeah, Tony.
I would choose those
Joanna.
as well.
Tony, Joanna.
These are all good picks. Either of us, anyone could win. Could be
I'm
either of our
excited.
Hey, if we tie, what if we tie? Do we need a tiebreaker?
Well, it's 5 fights, so it's impossible to tie.
Oh, you're right. Unless we picked some of the same.
We only
number.
picked one. We only picked one person the same. We both picked Kiesa.
All right. Well, then we're good. Then I don't remember anything. This beer is doing
Okay,
what it wants.
so the real question here. So say either one of them wins, and Conor comes back into the picture.
Oh.
Who do you think? What's your opinion? Either of those fights. So Khabib versus Conor, or Tony versus Conor. How do you think both of those fights turn out?
All right.
I think Khabib has the better chance of beating Conor.
Because
Tony's wild and leaves himself open and gets cracked.
I will say this.
Conor's been exposed a little bit in the ground game. I mean, Chad Mendes was able to take him down.
Let's just say
Obviously,
this.
Nate Diaz.
He hasn't come up against someone with conditioning or just a brute force like Khabib. Khabib is just he's mainly on the mat, and if he gets him down, he will stay down. And if he does that to Conor, or if he gets the chance to do it to Conor, they will remain on the floor for at least that round. Because anything,
I think so. I think
that's basically the Achilles. You get Conor on the ground, he can't kick, and he's going to be squirming on the ground. That's really all it is. He's a great fighter, stand up. He just has no ground game, and that's the only way he'll get exposed. But otherwise,
we also haven't
he's
seen Conor
still an immovable force in the way.
It's been a while. Yeah, I agree.
Is he keeping up?
Well, he had that fun fight with Mayweather, and now he's just riding that $100 million.
Well, there was that supposed whole rumored, octagon fight between the two, which that fizzled really quick. What happened with that? Is that
Mayweather's training? He's actually training with welterweight champion Tyron Woodley. He's actually training with him.
Oh, so that is happening.
They're talking. Nothing's official.
Okay, but behind the scenes, he's still
they're talking about it.
Yeah.
So,
and we've known that Mayweather is consistently has trained for MMA fighting of the sort on to somewhat degree.
Over the last couple of months, he's posted a couple videos on his social media as well of him stepping inside the octagon, moving around a little bit.
I think this would be more of a fair fight if they just said that no. I mean, not that Conor is going to take him to the ground, but this is not going to be
don't give it to Conor. Give him a warm-up fight or something before Conor. I mean,
how about you just set it up as kickboxing rules? That would be the best of both worlds, because then you're meeting in between for both, compromise for both fighters, and it's equal. Taking it to the ground is just completely changing the game for both. So their strategy for Conor might be to take him down on the ground because he's an MMA fighter. He has way more experience, just residually, of taking people down on the ground.
I think Conor smokes Mayweather anyway. That fight
either
goes.
way.
Connor's a range fighter. He's gonna. He throws that side kick from across the damn ring. He's not gonna let Mayweather get close to him. I mean, I don't know if you remember
the boxing fight was not a fair fight. If it was a kickboxing fight, it would be fair. One's equal in his fist as the other in his legs. Conor with his legs.
There's a huge distance there between the legs and punches.
But those guys are experts in those. So from top to bottom, they each have their own. So anything could.
It could be, and we've never seen Mayweather with small gloves. It's always been 12-ounce gloves.
Is that going to change it up for him? Is that going to weigh him down? Who knows, that guy?
Well, he has quite a few knockouts. I mean, not recently. It's been quite a few years since his last knockout in boxing. Who knows what could happen with 4-ounce gloves? I mean, that's a big difference in power. Yeah. He's going to have a lot more speed. He's obviously the best defensive boxer of all time. I don't even think arguably. I think of all time.
All right. Well,
that's a very interesting fight. I don't know.
I'm not really sure either, man. I'm gonna have to say, with this imaginary fight, of course. I mean, come on, Conor's gonna take him either way. That's why we wanted to see this fight, just to prove that we weren't wrong, because we knew that Conor was not gonna win this likely, because that's an expert on the with the gloves on.
Right.
He's fighting Mayweather. That's his job. The only person in the world that's best at it, that at least is on center, on center stage, that we, of course, he's gone through all these fights, he's beat everyone up. I mean, what were the chances he was gonna win? Who would have thought? You know. So I mean, yeah, Conor takes him. Any other fight, not boxing. So I would say that. What I wanted to get to real quick was about last week. I missed last week a little bit of that. I know that you caught up with some of it, and what did you think about any of that?
Yeah, there was a couple great fights. Verdum versus Volkov. Hell of a fight. Verdum's a blast. He always has fun out there. You know, he comes out with those flying side kicks across the ring. Who does that as a heavyweight? Nobody does that. It's wild.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But Volkov is a giant. He's so technical, and he just picked Verdum apart that whole fight.
Wow.
And he eventually finished him. There's a new contender in the heavyweight division, Volkov. I mean, we're going to see what happens between Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. That's going to be a very interesting fight coming up as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the winner of that probably is going to fight Volkov. I'm going to be very interested to see how that comes out. I mean, Volkov has some serious
I don't want to see
range.
Cormier in the ring. And the octagon. You know, I mean, I don't mind him. I mean, let's just say that I was not so much a fan of his once he became that little bad guy, and then he even took it into, you know, his own, saying that he knows about it, but you just can't help but not like the guy.
Cormier's how do you not like Cormier?
It's that chip on his shoulder. He cannot remove it. If it's not a regular sized chip, it's a little chip. He cannot get rid of that chip.
What, John Jones? That was talking about?
No, I'm talking about Cormier. Just Cormier in general.
He's so good.
He always has that little chip.
He's an Olympic medalist. He won the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix.
It's not that.
He came down to light heavyweight in the
that.
UFC, and he's been undefeated outside of John Jones.
But every time he calls out any of the opponents, it always seems like they just go into those fights underconfident or something. You know, like it's all his talk. That for some reason.
Oh, he's fine.
It's all his talk because of what he has done through his. You know.
Did you ever see his cake and chicken music video?
Of course,
all about that cake and chicken.
Well,
how do you not like him?
I don't care for that because that's a ploy. That's a ploy. That's a ploy to regain those lost fans of his. That's what it is. I don't believe in it.
That's gonna be an interesting fight.
I don't hate the guy. I just don't like it.
And that concludes the very first episode of the Craft Beer and MMA Show. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast. Jimmy, did you have a blast?
Yes.
Absolutely. Always. Thank you for these delicious beers. Cocoa Chaos IPA from Coronado. It was delicious.
And then
Deschutes
Brewing Company.
Black Butte Porter. It was delicious.
Yeah, it's got that extra,
savoring every sip.
Got that extra junk in the trunk, Butte.
Ooh.
So
let us know if you have any craft beer selections. We love everything, so we want to continue to try new stuff.
Bring it. We'll go buy it, or we'll send it our way. Either way.
Absolutely. And if you agree or disagree with our fight picks for this upcoming UFC 223, let us know your picks in the comments so we can see who has the best idea and who's going to win in these awesome fights. See you next time, friends.